Hi guys, welcome to another Source Sounds video. We've got a stunning 2020 AMG GTR Pro. So this vehicle had basically every upgrade. If you know about the car, this has been developed for basically the ultimate Nürburgring time. What we've done with this vehicle is it did have the upgraded Burmester audio, but this just wasn't good enough for what the customer's needs were. So we've upgraded this vehicle to a full Audison amplification, so the Audison Voce 2 with the Audison Forza DSP amplifiers, along with the slimline Hertz Melee Pro sub. So I'll show you what we've done now, and I'll also show you the products that we've taken out, because although these Burmester speakers were the best that they did, they just really weren't that great. So I'll show you everything now. Okay, so we'll go through what we've done inside the vehicle. So the customer specifically wanted things to look as stock as possible. So as you can see there, there's the Burmester grille. So this had the Burmester system in it, and it's one hell of a vehicle. As you can see, fantastic interior bucket seats, there's a cage in there. The placement of the speakers, so the tweeters are on the top corners of the dash there, the mid-range are there as you've seen in the doors, and then there's what they class as mid-bass drivers in the kicks there. This has rear speakers which are just there, as you can see, quite close to the and then it has a subwoofer in the boot, which I'll show you shortly. But this, as an upgraded Burmester system, was obviously the best that Mercedes could do. But this obviously wasn't anything like what we've done here with the Audison setup. So I'll talk you through what we've done, show you the products obviously that we've removed, and also talk you through the products that we've fitted. Right guys, so at this point we're just going to show you the equipment that was installed in the vehicle. So I did show you on the grills, but you can see there it's clearly a Burmester amplifier. That, like I said, that's been removed. But the speakers that's in the vehicle, so these are all the speakers that was in there. So this is the woofer that was in the rear side panel. It is actually running like IB, infinite baffle, so it ported outside. Clever, but truly done so they don't have to use a lot of power. These are the drivers that were in the kick panels. As you can see, they're not a Burmester speaker, they're made by ASK. And on all the speakers, to be fair. So the quality of the speakers, not very good, as you can see there again. Another ASK speaker. They're the mid-range, rear speakers and centre channel. So the quality of this stuff just isn't that great, and that's why we fitted the Audison upgrade, and the Audison upgrade just absolutely works a treat. Right guys, so now on to the fun part. So here we've got the fantastic range of Audison and Hertz products that we've actually fitted in this vehicle. So this is not everything that we've fitted, but this is most of it, i.e. the mids and tweeters. So I'm going to start with the heart of the audio system. So this amplifier here is the Audison AFM 12.14-bit. So this is a DSP powered amplifier. This amplifier does a considerable amount of power. So this amplifier has 12 channels of output. Now we've not ran all 12 channels, we've bridged some of these to basically drive the woofers. So these woofers here, so they're the woofers that we've replaced in the kick panels. But the power of this amplifier, as you can see here, there's a considerable amount. So we've actually got that running. So with output, so we've got 2 times 180. And then the rest of the channels are running at 60 watts RMS. So that's a considerable amount of power. These amplifiers are high-res certified. So that amplifier is driving the speakers. So I'll talk about the speakers themselves. So here we've got the Audison AV1.1. So this is the new AV Voce 2 tweeter. A really nice sounding tweeter. Comes with a number of mounting options, so different grills, different bezels. This grill can be removed. In this application, the customer didn't want to see anything, so everything's hidden behind the stock location. Then we've a number of AV3, so this again is probably the star of the sound. So this actually runs a neodymium magnet. So these mid-range, so they're in the stock location in the doors, in the dash and in the rear. Again, they come with a really nice grille, although the customer didn't want to see these. Then the mid-bass drivers. So the mid-bass drivers, these are the AV 6.5Ps, so again Voce 2s. You can see the size of the motor structure on these. These really are quite big and capable of handling a hell of a lot of power. So this is the sub. So obviously this works in conjunction with the mid-bass there. This is the Hertz Millet Pro, so the MPS 250 sub. This is a 2 ohm load. So this is basically, we're giving it 1000 watts. And this is driven from the monoblock amplifier. So this is the Audison AFM 1D. Again, high-res certified. You can see there that actually does 1000 watts at 2 ohms. So that's doing 1000 watts into the subwoofer, into that subwoofer there. And then we've a custom box, as you've seen in the boot, that is down firing. So that gives us basically slightly extra depth. Also gives protection if they want to load things in the boot. So that's the range of products that we fitted in this vehicle, the fantastic Audison and Hertz range of speakers. Okay, so we're just going to go into the boot, but just for the record, show you what vehicle it is. I'll show you inside there now, guys. Right, so boot area. We've actually, as you can see there, there's a box in there. This is velcroed down, so it's not going anywhere. The factory sub was in the side panel there with the factory amplifier. Now we've utilised that space behind there to install the products. Mainly, this can be reverted back to totally stock if the customer gets rid of the vehicle. And as you can see, that sub box, although there's not a lot of boot space in this vehicle full stop, but it could be removed if they went on a tour. But it just looks right in there, fits or is in keeping with the boot, and he's not going to fly around if they decide to do a track day. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to the images of what we've done in that side panel. As you can see how well that product is fitted in there, it's really hidden out the way, which is the important. Okay, so guys, we're now inside the vehicle, so I'm just going to talk you through what we've done. So I did talk about it before, but we fitted the fantastic Voce 2 tweeter in there. We fitted the Voce mid in the stock Burmester grill location, and we fitted the Audison mid-bass drivers again in stock location. We've upgraded the center channel, so inside there is another Audison Voce mid-range, and we've also upgraded the rear speakers, which are just the grill there that you can see, to also the Voce mid-range. So this has had one hell of an upgrade. Now the factory system that's in here, so the this infotainment system, the Mercedes NTG5 system. Basically what we've done with this is we've taken the outputs from this. So this had an amplifier, the Burmester amplifier in here, which was running a most optical connection into it. So we've used the Zen-M interface. Now the ZM interface allows us to take a remove the factory amplifier and take a high quality signal from the Mercedes system. So even the factory system sounds pretty good on here, because we've done away with that horrible processing. Still controlled all the same, so still controlled through the steering wheels. Works incredibly well. Sound quality is first class for such a small vehicle and such a compact vehicle. This really has given us the HiFi output upgrade that the customer was looking for. And then also with the facility of the Audison DSP amplifiers. So we've used the 12 channel Audison DSP amp as well as a monoblock to drive the subwoofer. We've got full control over the sound, so all the channels are all driven by DSP amplifiers. We can control the position to the image and stage. In the center console, which I'll show you shortly, we've fitted a DRC AC. So here's the DRC AC, guys. So at the minute you can see it's blue, that's master volume, so that gives us the facility to be able to increase and decrease volume when we're using the Beacon. The Beacon is a high-res streaming device. This also allows me at one press to be able to change that now. That gives me a subwoofer level control, as you can see there. Then give me another press, and that allows me to change into presets. So we've set 4 presets there. It's on preset 1, as you can see, that's flashing. And that allows us to adjust for things like different listening positions and different sound settings. And then if you don't touch it, you can see there that's gone back onto master volume. So that's the Audison DRC controlling the Beacon. So this allows us to be able to switch between presets to give the customer different image, sort of sound quality, imaging locations. We've even done a setting so that with this one, the chap can remove the subwoofer out of the boot if he was going away and using the vehicle, and this will basically run a little bit more output through the mid bass drivers in the kicks. So for further information on upgrading the audio system in your Mercedes, give the specialists at Source a call on 0114 257 1550, or you can email sales@sourcesounds.com and we'll come back to you with some options and costs to upgrade your vehicle to suit your needs better. Thank you for watching, guys.